my favorite evening. I'm pacing around the floor. Got southern woods and waters gonna take me out the door. Got coffee on the perkin. I'm about to have some fun. They'll have my mind chasing some critter on the run. Bring it on, southern woods and waters. Make me hear that sound of a fish that's breaking water or the bawling of some hound. Make me smell that river mud, feel clean air on my face. Bring it on, southern woods and waters. Show me that special place.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Southern Woods and Waters. Hope you're all sitting around with family and friends tonight enjoying the show. We've got a special show for you tonight, one we look forward to every year, and that is as we're moving into the weekend of the youth hunt every deer season. That's always going to be at the end of October, last Saturday in October. When I was growing up, it was first weekend in November, actually, so a lot of you may remember that, but it's been backed up to the last week of October, and it's something that we look forward to year after year. I look forward to seeing the posts online, look forward to seeing the pictures sent to us here, and just hearing the stories of the kids that are getting out for the first time ever and getting a chance to get out in the woods and enjoy what we have grown up, you know, doing our whole lives. So I can still sit and think back, and I can remember back heading to deer camp with my dad, my uncle, and my brother, and just, you know, different memories and times that we grew up having, and they'll stick with them forever. So tonight, that's what the show's going to be all about, and I have got a young man in the studio with me that's going to be talking to us all about the story of his first deer, and we're going to be taking y'all along on the hunt with him. And we've got him here along with his mom, who you're going to recognize for sure, but we've got Tucker Smalley, Courtney Smalley, and of course Dayton here on the end with me, guys. But Tucker, thanks so much for being here with us tonight and being our special guest. Over the last year or so, couple of years, I've really watched you do a lot of stuff. I've watched you catch crawfish and go fishing for bass with JR, and I've seen you, you know, do all sorts of things, go on your first turkey hunts and your first deer hunts. But tonight is all about your first deer, and you got some people that helped you out and got you out in the woods. Who was it that took you out there and took you hunting?
It was my mom and Mr. Anthony.
That's right, Mr. Anthony. So we got to give a shout out to Anthony. He takes all kinds of kids hunting, as a matter of fact, but he got an opportunity to get you guys out in the woods, and he got with Courtney. Hey, bring Tucker out here. And you got out there and you got to go hunt with Anthony. But you've had some great experiences out hunting. But tell me a little bit about, what do you think you have enjoyed the most so far about hunting? About being able to just get out and get in the stand with your mama or Mr. Anthony or JR, whoever it is. Like, what do you enjoy about it? What makes you look forward to it?
I like just sitting out there and watching all the animals go.
And just watching the sunrise and stuff like that. Pretty relaxing, isn't it? And it's time you get to spend with them, you know, just you and them, you know, quiet, hanging out. But you were able to do that on this particular day. Now, we're gonna see several deer in here, and there's a few that get by you that you don't end up getting, you know, don't ever end up getting any shots. And don't think by any way we're teasing about that. That's just how it works. You got introduced to a little something called buck fever, didn't you?
He had just learned how to shoot my rifle the weekend before.
Right.
So it was a whole lot of pressure for him.
It was a whole lot of pressure coming down all at once, and so they end up getting through. But what's so cool about it is you recovered, you got, and you know, and then a little while later you made good on it, didn't you? It was pretty cool. Now, have you been able to try any deer meat yet? Have you been able to try to eat any of it?
Yes, sir.
I figured you did. I figured y'all probably eat quite a bit. We eat a lot of it at home. What's your favorite thing to eat with that? You like tacos or chili, or what do you do with it?
I really just eat it with mac and cheese.
You can't beat that.
After my own heart right there.
Can't beat some good old hamburger helper with some deer burger in it. Not much better. Well, tell me this. I know tonight we're talking about deer hunting in particular, but again, you have been turkey hunting, you've been deer hunting, you've been small game hunting. What do you think your favorite thing to do is so far?
Duck hunting.
Duck hunting. Okay, what do you like so much about that?
Mostly because you get to have breakfast.
Breakfast in the blind. Sounds to me like JR has been spoiling you.
That's Mr. Hoot.
Mr. Hoot been spoiling you? Well, he'll do it too. So breakfast in the blind. And one thing too about duck hunt that is unique is you never know what's coming next. I mean, you never know what might be coming in next. It might be gadwalls, it might be mallards, it might be pintails. You never know what's coming over the tree line next to you.
Biscuit, huh?
That's
Or
right.
a sausage and biscuit and some bacon.
That's
you know.
right. You don't
Scrambled
never know.
eggs over easy. You know, but that's fantastic. I mean, a lot of people love the waterfowl hunt. I never got as much into it because it's the best part of it's kind of right in the heart of the deer season, and I've always been so big into deer hunting. I knew I better not get too much into waterfowl. And I enjoy
We
doing
do
it
one
sometimes.
Saturday and one Sunday. Like
Is that
we
how
do.
it works
That's
out?
how we do it.
Just try to keep an even split on it. Well, so have you got your first duck yet? Have you been able to do that?
No, sir.
Well, maybe that'll happen this year. I think there's a juvenile duck hunt as well that comes up later
Fast
on.
little critters.
Yeah, they are. Now, Dayton, you're speaking of this weekend, you're gonna have your son out hunting. He's already
Oh, yeah.
He's already got
Yeah.
a deer this year.
Yeah, you can bet he'll be out there. Deacon's
be out
done
there
got him
getting after
a nice little buck. He missed one the other day, a real nice deer. But that happens.
He's been heartbroken, so
And-
we've been having to, you know.
And you know, you was talking about the juvenile hunts. You remember years ago, man, there'd be 100 people at the corner store.
That's right.
Everybody would be meeting up juvenile day and all around. I mean,
Yeah.
it was just
Getting
unbelievable.
out of
that
school early.
and
you
people
know.
showing up. It was a major deal, man. It really was.
It was, and we try to keep it that way. But just like a lot of things, you know, it's
Gone away.
When we went to, and I'm not knocking the electronic check-in stuff like that, and I like it myself in a lot of ways. But I think you did take a lot of the camaraderie and things that happen. You know, like you
Right.
say, you stood around the corner store, or I remember up there with Dad all the time, like the Dixon Sportsman store. You go up there, especially on juvenile morning at 11 o'clock in the morning,
And
and
loaded.
buddy, there'd be trucks lined up out
Yes.
to the highway, and
Yeah.
and just everybody standing around talking, just
having a
having
good
a big
time.
time. It was something else. But well, guys, right now let's go on over and do this week's wild game forecast. This week's Wild Game Forecast has been sponsored by our friends over at Wilson Bank and Trust. They've been taking care of all your banking and financial needs for over 30 years. Be sure to stop into one of their branches and tell them thank you for all they do for us here at the show. All right, well, your forecast, I think, as far as for your hunting this weekend, it looks pretty good. We had a cold front come in. Temperatures have come down.
Yeah.
It's not going to be just cold. I'm telling you, it was cold when we used to grow up. During
Yeah,
the
I
I
mean,
don't care what nobody said.
definitely.
We froze to death. But it's going to be nice and cool. I think you're going to have good weather for it. And we've seen some real good sign the last few days that the deer are really starting to turn on, move. The bucks are getting
Got
on
a
their
moon
feet.
coming.
The new moon is on us.
That's right.
You know, we got a new moon, juvenile hunt coming up.
Fish
I
are
think it's
biting.
going to be a big combination. Fish are biting.
Fish are
I went
biting.
out and had a good day the other day with my cousin. Had a great time. We caught some crappie.
Yep.
Had a good mixed bag of white and black crappie both. So they were both Bobby Garland. You know, the monkey milk, original baby shad is
Yep.
what we use for most
Water
of those.
temperatures are coming down.
They are about 62.5 the other day, 63, and most of the fish were 8 to 10 foot of water. So
But, you know, we need rain bad. That's a big story, man. We need it.
we got to get it in here. Once we do, that water start changing over, then our fall fishing will really kick on too. Guys, we want to remind you to follow us on Facebook. Keep up with us there. You can also send us your pictures and stories. Also check us out at swwtv.com. We're going to take a quick break. I'll be right back with this week's Pictures of the Week and some more Southern Woods and Waters.